Welcome to day 2 of Food Security or Feeding My Family Green by Eco Coach Mom. I am Natasha and thank you for coming to day 2. Yesterday we introduced food security and why it's important. Today we will speak about the 4 pillars of food security. That is availability, access, stability, and utilization. Okay, so we'll start with food availability. This considers crop production, efficient water use. It is the physical existence of food that's via our own production or by our local farmers' production or the local markets. It also considers our water resources. So food availability considers whether adequate food is ready at people's disposal, especially at a household level, that is for your family. So nutritious food should be available at all times, and we should have sufficient quality and nutritious food. Okay. So now we speak about access. Access determines whether all individuals in the house have adequate resources to obtain the food that they need. So households should have enough resources to obtain food in sufficient quantity, quality, and diversity for a nutritious diet. This also includes enough income and food prices and markets nearby and how the food gets to the people, as well as infrastructure for the food. So a household should be able to either produce its own food or obtain its own food for each member of the house in the right quality and quantity to meet each individual nutritional needs. Okay. So stability is the assurance of the continuation of all the pillars of food security. It should remain constant throughout the year and for a long time. This includes food, income to obtain this food, and resources to obtain this food. Stability helps to minimize external risks. This includes how you store your food, how you save your food, how you protect the environment. This includes land, water, and the soil, because these factors are the ones that produce our food. This is why natural and sustainable living is important. But this I will speak about in the other days to come. And lastly, utilization. Utilization means that human body's capacity to adequately ingest, digest, and metabolize food. Food available for each household to be able to use or transform into nutritional value. Utilization is the ability for the human body to take this food that we eat, convert it for the body to use. This includes a healthy environment where we prepare the food, adequate sanitary facilities where we get rid of the food, and proper health care, as well as knowledge on how to prepare food in the right way and store food, and also the nutritional value of each food. All these factors, when you put them together, will ensure that we have optimal nutrition and our bodies are functioning at optimal and functioning well. so that we can be able to tackle every day as it comes. So, just to summarize it all, the 4 pillars of food security are availability, access, stability, and utilization. Availability means that we have adequate food that is ready at people's disposal. Access means that individuals in the house have adequate resources to obtain the food that they need, as well as utilization, which is the body's capacity to adequately ingest, digest, and metabolize food, as well as stability, which is the continuation of all these pillars, the continuation or the constant time frame over the year or long term that we have access, availability, and utilization of the food that we eat. So when starting a garden, the first thing that we consider is, what does your family eat? What illnesses or allergies or sicknesses is in your family, so that we do not plant things that we are not going to eat at the end of the day. Say for instance, my family, because my husband is Indian and I have Indian people in my family, in my house, we eat a lot of curries, and in our curries there's lots of potatoes and there's lots of spices as well as tomatoes. So I decided to plant potatoes and tomatoes in my garden, and that's one of the first things that I considered. You can also look at various nutritional values when you're planting the food for each thing, because at the end of the day we're looking for a balanced meal, a balanced diet. So whatever you plant should be able to complement each other, that at the end of the day you're not eating a lot of one thing and having nothing of the other. Also, it doesn't make sense if you have people with nut allergies in your family to go and plant nuts, because that's something that your family won't eat. So these are the major factors that we can consider when we want to feed our family green, healthy, nutritious, natural, organic foods. Also, when you are searching around, especially if you don't have a garden and you're looking for ways to make your family eat healthier, then you look at the local farmers that is around you, and you also consider if they are organic, because pesticides, or most farmers will add pesticides to make their crops grow. They'll add chemicals to keep birds and other insects from eating onto their crops, and when they harvest those plants, they add more chemicals again to stop the growth from growing. So it's also good to consider the practices of your farmers and whether they do organic farming as well, especially when you're starting your garden, you get lots of seedlings from your farmers or from your local nursery. It's also good practice to find out how did they start growing these seedlings, because a lot of them still, like I said, add things to help them grow, which at the end of the day kills a lot of our nutrients, add many toxic chemicals into our foods as well. Okay, so if you want more about gardening, I will speak on the days to come more about gardening and starting your own garden, but I have coaching programs as well that look into depth and personalized or individualized according to your household, according to your needs. You can send me a WhatsApp on 063 481 4276, which will inform you about all of my coaching services if you want to go in depth. So thank you for being with me on day 2. Tomorrow we will speak about food insecurity and the causes of food insecurity, as well as the effects of food insecurity, especially on our health. Okay, thank you for listening to Natasha from Eco Coach Mom. I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to join the group Econest, where we are a community of developing eco warriors, and we share knowledge there and exchange a lot of things that has to do with natural living as well. So the group is Econest. If you do need a link, you can send me a WhatsApp and I will send you the link where you can join the free group as well. Thank you for listening. Today in the group we are going to be doing yoga at 8 o'clock. So you will benefit from this group, and it's one place that you need to join. Thank you. Bye.